Hi friends, today we are going to learn the next part of the automobile engineering. Already we have seen in the unit number 2, that is a steering principle and the purpose of the steering. So in this chapter, that is a steering and suspension system, the next part is the steering geometry. Myself Mr. S.P. Udgave, Department of Mechanical Engineering, SIT COE. So first we can go through the steering geometry introduction. So in this, the term that is a steering geometry, it is also known as front end geometry, refers to the angular relationship between the suspension and the steering parts, front wheels, and the road surface. Because the alignment deals with the angles and affects the steering, the method of describing the alignment measurements is called as a steering geometry. And there are 5 steering geometry angles. So first angle is called as the camber angle, second is the caster angle, third one is the steering axis inclination, fourth one toe in, and finally that is a toe out. These are the numbers of 5 angles we can briefly study in this video. So first we can go through the camber. Camber angle is the angle between the vertical line and the center line of the tire when viewed from the front of the vehicle. Camber angle is positive when this is outward, and this happens when wheels are further apart at the top than at bottom. On the contrary, that is a camber angle is negative when angle is inward. This happens when wheels are further apart at bottom than at top. The camber should not be more than 2 degree because this causes the uneven or more tire wear on one side than the other side. Now you can see the figure, that is the first figure. In this figure, this shows the negative and positive camber angle. So from the vertical line, so outward direction, that is the angle provided to the tire, that is called as a positive camber, and that is the inward inclination, that is called as a negative camber. Now you can see the figure number 2 in this, that is from the vertical line. So inclination it is given towards the outside, so it is called as a positive camber, and when the from the vertical line the angle it is given to the tire towards the inside, that angle called as a negative camber. So that is a camber should not be more than 2 degree because of it causes uneven, that is a tire wear, and that is affects the steering. So next part, that is a caster angle. So in this caster angle, the caster angle is the tilt of the kingpin that is provided from the that is the stub axle rear side, that is a kingpin, the center line towards the front of back from the vertical line. It is the angle between the vertical line and the kingpin center line in the wheel plane when looked from the side. So you can see in the figure, so the figure shows the wheel and the that is from the vertical line, that is the inclination towards the driver side, that is a from the vertical line towards the driver side, that is a positive camber, and when it is the outward side, that is away from the driver, that is called as a negative caster. And next is the kingpin inclination. So kingpin inclination, it is the inclination or angle, it is between the kingpin center line and the vertical line when seen from the front of the vehicle. It is also called as a steering axle inclination, SAI, or kingpin inclination, and the caster are used to improve the directional stability in cars. So this is also used to reduce the steering effort when steering stationary. It reduces the tire wear, and this inclination that is varies from 4 to 8 degree in modern cars. Now you can see the figure. In this figure, that is a kingpin, it is provided, and from the vertical axis the inclination towards the arm, that is a particularly arm, that is provided that is connected with the control arm, and in between that angle lambda, it is called as the kingpin inclination angle. So both camber angle and caster angle are important for the stability of vehicle and reduce the effort of driver. Now next geometry, that is a toe in and toe out. Now the automotive engineering toe, also known as a tracking. This can be, it is a contrasted with the steer, which is the anti-symmetric angle, that is both wheels point towards the left or right in parallel, that is or roughly, that is a positive toe or toe in is the front of the wheel, that is pointing towards the center line of the vehicle. Negative toe, or that is a toe out, is the front of the wheel pointing away from the center line of the vehicle. Now you can see the figure, that is a figure shows that is a negative camber, that is a toe out, so that is away from the center, and that is a positive camber, the vehicle shows the point, they are pointed towards the center, so that is a toe in. And the last term, already in last slide we have seen, that is a negative caster and positive caster, so that is depend on the stub axle. Next steering geometry, that is a Ackermann steering geometry. So in this Ackermann steering geometry is the geometric arrangement of linkages in the steering of the car or the other vehicle, that is designed to solve the problem of the vehicle on the inside and the outside of the turning, needing to the trace out the circle of the different radii. The modern cars do not use the pure Ackermann steering, partly because of it ignores the important, that is a dynamic and the that is a component effect, that is the use of the such geometry helps to reduce the tire temperature during the high speed, that is a cornering, but that is a compromises the performance in low speed. The intention of the Ackermann geometry is to avoid the need for the tire slip, that is sideways, when following the path around the curve. As the rear wheels are fixed, the center point must be on a line extended from the rear axle, the intersecting the axis, the front wheels on the line, as the wheel requires, that is inside the front wheel is turned when the steering through the greater angle than the outside the wheel. Now you can see in figure this point, that is shows the center of the turning circle, and from the when vehicle turns towards the left side, the particularly radii, that is covered by the internal wheel, it is smaller as compared with the outer wheel. So that is the internal wheel, it is required to travel less distance compared with the outer wheel, so that is a tightening, or that is a particularly less distance cover required. So that is a steering geometry. We can use the Ackermann steering geometry, or that is connected with the rear axle center point. Lastly, that is a steering geometry, that is already we have seen all the steering geometry that is related with the camber angle from vertical, that is a outward direction, that is an angle provided to the wheel, that is a caster angle. Camber angle, that is from the vertical to the, that is a stub axle, that is provided, that is called as a caster angle, positive and negative. Toe in and toe out, this is the front side. The toe out means that is a point towards the outside, that is a toe out. Toe in means that is a pointed towards the inside, so that is called as a toe in. And the kingpin inclination, or that is a included angle, and the camber. So these are the steering geometry. It is required for the alignment. Thank you. Stay connected for the next videos.